Hello YouTube, welcome back to Small Block Saloon. Today we're going to continue work on our post-apocalypse Wasteland weekend car, the Outrider Interceptor. Hope you enjoy it. Alright fellas, we're going to pick up kind of where the previous video left off. We got these 33, 12, 50, 15s on here. And I just got in a set of Monroe overload shocks, helper shocks with overload springs. And I'm gonna see if it raises the car up any, but what I'm pretty happy with the height. What I'm mainly after for is when people get on that platform on the back on Wasteland, that don't, you know, slam the car down. I'd really want to keep the car lifted. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna measure the height first of where it is, and then we're gonna stick these shocks on. Hopefully they work. They were measured to be actually 4 inches longer than stock, but because this has got a 4-inch body lift on it, I'll show you all that when we get under there, under the car. And these were for a F250, so they should support the weight. So we'll see. You'll know when I know. Alright YouTube, if you can see, that's about 34.5 inches from the floor to the bottom of that fender well, or quarter panel fender well. I measured the other side, on the passenger side. It's not enough room over there really to get around with the camera and everything, but it's the exact same. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna jack the car up, drop the suspension down, we're gonna put the shocks on, and we're gonna see if it stays the same or lift it up or whatever. Well, like I said, the biggest thing is just keeping it stiff. Right now, there's junk everywhere on this shop I've been working, but right now, as you can tell, there's no shocks at all, and it's really bouncy. I mean, so we'll see. Alright YouTube, so I got the shocks on. I'm gonna have to take them back off because I actually didn't have any grade 8 bolts. The only ones I have are grade 5, but they're on there just so we can see what's going on. And it's taller. If you can see right there, it's actually 35 and 5/8 pretty much. So it lifted it about an inch and a half, inch and a quarter. But I got a little bit of gap there in the fender well, but I think it's okay. I didn't want it to be too crazy, and I think that's gonna do it for us. I don't want to bounce up and down on it too much because of those grade 5s might snap, but it's got some give, but it's there. It's not like it was. So they fit like a glove. Try to get on it. You can see right there. They're about 4 inches longer than stock. And the reason for that is I got these 2-inch coil spacers. Actually, I think they're 5 inches longer than stock. I got these 2.5-inch coil spacers here for a coil lift, and then I actually made my own body lift. It's a wedge lift with these blocks in the back. There's one on that side right there. But it's a 4-inch block in the back, and then it steps down to a 3 and steps down to a 2. So the car's actually got a wedge, so the back will be higher. But all in all, I'm happy with this. Still got to put a gas tank in it, but I want to get all this done first. So I got to get everything tightened down. Like I said, I got to get those grade 8 bolts in down here. They're only grade 5. I'm not going to trust that. And I also got a brake line kit. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. That I hadn't done the back yet, but these brake lines are rotted. I mean, they are horrible. But I got this new kit, this brake line kit that's pre-bent, and it's really nice. Hang on, and I'll go to the front of the car and show you that. Okay, YouTube. So the name of this company is Inline Tube. And it's off eBay. It was about 140 bucks or whatever. And I don't know if you can see down there, but those pre-bent, that line goes all the way down under the cross member. The other one on this side comes up right here, bends around. That's kind of a little ugly because they have them coiled up from the factory right there, and I didn't do as good a job coiling them and uncoiling them because I was afraid I'd kink them. But for a Wasteland car, it's good enough. So we're gonna go in with a complete whole new brake system, and you know, I wanted to get that done. It was important for me to get that done before we started the engine, because as soon as the engine starts, I'm going to drive, move it around and play on it. So I want to get the brakes done first. But these lines they're very nice, man. They come already bent, and they're pretty much dead on what the factory lines are. These are the ones for the rear axle where we were just at. I haven't put those on yet, obviously, but wanted to get the shocks on first. Didn't want to work around new stuff. Get the shocks on, then I'll put those on. So, but yeah, check them out. Okay, YouTube, so we're moving on now. I did get the grade 8 bolts put back in the shocks. It's been a couple days since I filmed, but I didn't film that because you've already seen it. I just switched the bolts out literally and tightened it up. So next thing we're going to do is, since this car don't have a headliner or any of the seals or anything, I wanted to put something here so when the glass of the door rolls up, right now this is metal, and what it is, it's a lip that's supposed to be for the headliner to bite onto, and it probably had some kind of weather stripping or whatever, but it's long gone. So sorry about that bright light. But what I'm gonna do, and what I've used before, is this stuff right here. It's this door seal or whatever off eBay. I don't really know what to call it, but it presses on, and it'll go right on that lip. Give me 1 second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so I was trying to work one-handed. It's easier now. I got it out where I can show you. But it's basically just like a piece of weather stripping, or a wind lace, some people call it. But it's got this seal on the edge, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it up on that lip and run it all the way around, and that should seal off the glass. So I'll cut you back on when I got it installed. Alright, YouTube, I don't know if you can see, but it fits in there. It fills up nice. Might end up putting something up under this lip as well. I think that's kind of how it was from the factory, but I don't have that, and who knows how much it costs to find it specifically for this car. These sports roofs are only 72 and 73 only, so I imagine if I find that molding, it'll be a little expensive, but or that gasket rather, but I can probably use some kind of just generic rubber gasket up in there. I have a problem with this window fitting exactly right. I got to go in there and readjust it, maybe add a washer or something. When I first got this car, it only had one piece of glass. So all this glass has come out of other cars, and you know, we just are now getting to the stage where we're trying to adjust things to make it right. Even though it's a Wasteland car, where I live on the east coast of North Carolina, it rains a lot, so I want to be able to seal it up somewhat, even though it's a Wasteland car. Keep moisture and rain from just raining down in there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. You can see that's what it looks like right there. And then that'll still give me room right here to put something up in that channel like we talked about, if so. And I think right here, I'm just going to put some adhesive or something. The lip stops about right there. So I think I'm just going to put some adhesive and you know, put that over there to the A pillar or B pillar, whatever pillar that is. But when you shut the door, it seals right up against it for the most part. I wouldn't mind it being a little tighter, but it is what it is. So that's another piece of the puzzle. So I got one last thing I'm gonna update for this video. I put these door pulls and armrest on. They're out of a parts car I had. Not exactly the right year, but they fit and they look kind of nasty. So I mean, Wasteland all the way, and never free. That's the biggest thing. So I know this video is kind of all over the place and nothing really exciting. Some door seals and shocks and brake lines and stuff, but I got a lot of stuff going on, guys, and I'm working all over the car. But big things are coming. We're getting ready to fire this thing up for too much longer, and then do some more fun stuff this that I'm really looking forward to. I just ain't got enough done to put on camera yet. So stick with me if you're enjoying the build. Say something in the comments, hit like, all that stuff people say. You know, I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube stuff, and I'm trying to get better. Hopefully I've entertained you some. Hopefully if you're thinking about Wasteland Car or whatever, you're getting motivated to do it or work on whatever project you're working on, because if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I appreciate everybody that's liked and commented, subscribed. And one last thing, let me know, now that I got the back of the car jacked like I want to, let me know what you think about the front. Do I need to lift the front as well, or should I leave it raked where the front's kind of stock height? Should I go with a lift, the big tires on the front also, or should I have like a smaller tire on the front? Let me know what you think, man, for real. Thanks again. I'm going to end this one, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later.